you can make the move, even if you're low resources. That's what has been shown to us repeatedly, like especially by Skeeter, who, you know, I gotta give a shout out for that very active carry player.
You missed one. They've all been tipping each other.
It feels good to be this good.
I would lie. Unexpected.
Not sure. There's a little inside joke going on there. I forgot to tip the Chen. Oh no, he forgot to ban the Chen. Did they ban all Ducali's heroes? That's what's going on.
I see.
Oh, they let this one through.
Yeah, they were chatting a little bit in the pregame as well, these two players. They were like, good morning, how's your morning today, Omar? Ducali is asking him, making sure, you know.
Good old
banter
PSG
going.
Quest. Rest in peace. I do have Nigma all smoked up. Bit of a delayed one as they head down south. Paravision.
Look how Paravision are doing this. They're not smoking up the Willow. So the 4-man smoked behind Willow and then using Willow as a bait here. This is not like unintentional that Willow isn't smoked right now. They're very intentionally following the Willow.
Yeah, this feels like we watched the replay. We know what move you do.
Yeah,
we've seen this before.
This could actually work really well too, because they don't have the best things to kill Willow if she skills up Shadow Realm. You try and go on her, she pops Shadow Realm.
Even an Observer Ward now.
Look at him staying away from the Chen, making sure not to get smoked. Now he's kind of driven up. Pop in the smoke.
They're down on the low ground here, and the smoke breaks on 9 class. Spots Sumail. Lucent Beam to start. Hasn't leveled anything up just yet, 9 class. Now the Brambles come out. Everyone gets connected on as the Cogs will trap Chrysalis inside. Alchemist getting gone up, but a huge stun. Massive burst strike from DM to finish off Omar. No one gets first blood. 9 class is still alive and juking through the trees as Sumail and GH try to close in on this Dark Willow to get the takedown on her, but the 3-man concoction from Chrysalis. Another huge stun. Turn back onto Sumail to bring down the Earth Spirit now. Nigma Galaxy in disarray. They've gone for a 5-man smoke and they're going to pay for it. A triple kill for no one's puck. It's not even 30 seconds into the game yet.
Dear God. Duca smoke, he says. That was a pretty fantastic fight coming out from Paravision. Worked out exactly as they wanted. Bait with Willow. They even did try to go on the Alchemist. Nice change of target by Nigma, but their positioning was so compromised. Stacked up way too much for these big abilities. 4-man stun from Sanking. 3-man stun from Alchemist.
Puck is another alchemist. He started with the bloody extra gold as well.
Seed money, yeah.
So he's got the seed. He's got a null and a wand and 300 gold saved towards the bottle.
Dear God, that's a lot.
Good morning to my neighbors.
Yeah, that really works well on Puck as well. Getting some extra stats allows that Puckish innate to give you even more as well.
Holy moly. What a beginning. 4-1. Already a 1k lead. Nigma Galaxy, they tried something, but you said it, right? It was absolutely intentional. Paravision knew something was coming. They were prepared for it.
Yeah, 9 class was just baiting. He was going first, making sure they try and use their resources on him. Now he catches SD here.
A good bit of damage.
To safety.
DM goes back in for the Burrow Strike. Holding back with a Lucent Beam, but the damage comes pretty thick and fast onto GH. Forces the wand usage. Miracle trying to give as good as they've taken so far. Lucent Beam and the Shadow Poison stacks onto 9 class. Some good revenge from Nigma Galaxy in that top lane.
Again, Miracle finds the nice commitment there, chasing down, getting a good kill.
Yeah, nice trust in that situation. 10-5 Puck, 6-2 Earth Spirit. And this lane is already like annoying for Earth Spirit, being against this ranged Puck, right-clicking you non-stop. But when you've got Fairy Fire, Null, and like level advantage, so that's gonna be pretty sad.
The lane might even become a little bit difficult. Normally, this lane is pretty easy for Earth Spirit. You just kind of kick. Once you have level 2 on the kick, you very easily kill the creep wave. But here, no one is doing a good job keeping Sumail's HP down.
And non-stop punching. Yeah, I like the fact that he went for this stats build, right? The null the one before the bottle, so he knows he can just keep pummeling. Getting the advantage over the Sumail Earth Spirit.
It's what you do. If you get that much gold early on, I mean, it's not really standard that you get a triple kill before the game starts. If you do find yourself with a lot of money before the game starts, getting a bottle earlier doesn't actually help you that much. Because the water rune is still on a timer. It's not going to arrive earlier just because you're richer.
It's unlikely you're going to burn through HP and regen in the lane as quickly as that.
Yeah, get some stats for yourself. Build those magic stick charges and start getting better last hitting.
Oh, Miracle with a kill, an assist, and 20 last hits, having a great time up top. But there is a third lane in Dota. We've not looked down bottom too much. Crystallis and Ducalis fighting over the small camp here as Omar and Noob press forward. Yeah, it is the old PSG quest lane. Omar, Noob versus Ducalis.
Yep, and Ducalis is putting that Chen auto attack to good work here, constantly hitting into these melee heroes who are starting to drop low on regeneration right now. Not too much regen on the Doom or on the Clockwork anymore.
Yeah, that allows Crystallis to get his last hits going, while it looks like Omar is continually trying to drag these waves around now. They are out of their regen. Takes a few hits for it.
He's keeping his creep away from the Doom as well. Doom wants to eat the mana burn creep, but he ran away with it.
And Concoction cell stuns Crystallis. Omar salving up, coming back in with a wave to meet it in the jungle. Just not a comfortable place to be here, as both of the Nigma Galaxy players have got to kind of salve and regen and keep playing this back and forth, towing the line between playing on the Chen or not.
Yeah, Ducalis is doing a great job bullying this lane, setting up safety for Crystallis, who's just finding free farm. Alchemist off to a great start. And meanwhile, mid lane, we do see quite a bit of a lead, 28-12 versus 17-2. So Sumail struggling a bit, understandably so. I mean, it's not normal they play against a triple kill enemy in the laning stage.
It's absolutely wild. We're gonna have to see like level 4 or 5 Earth Spirit rotation. Does he have to go to a side lane to make something happen, or is he just gonna suck it up and stay in this lane?
He's also so far behind in experience already. Puck is closing in on level 6, and he just got his level 5 now on Earth Spirit. Puck is just one creep away. Seconds for the power runes. Might see some moves from the supports coming in. No one already planting a ward ahead of time for it.
Exactly, like double observer wards watching that bottom rune and the transition from the lane. Miracle continuing his supremacy in the top lane. 39 last hits, reasonably untouched for now, but the Sand King has caught up a fair amount. DM starts having a much better time.
Sand King getting some farm for himself. They also unblocked the big camp, so now he can find some extra farm there if they don't manage to body block it. You see some stacks being made already in the jungle as well, preparing for him to go and recover.
Now the coil on the Clockwork. Simple pick there. He does get the haste rune, Omar, so no bottle refill for no one. The little silver lining victory to his demise.
Yeah, at least he denied the rune, and you know, no one is not gonna have that extra bit of resources. But getting another kill to his name, or I guess assist this time, as Ducalis took the last hit.
Looks like GH making a move over towards the Wisdom rune. He's got a sentry down, he's scouting high ground, seeing what stacks have been made.
Well, they want to mess with the Sand King. They see him farming, at least staying in experience range here, and leeching some would be big. Or Spirit thinking about more though.
But here comes no one. The level 7 puck has arrived. GH has got to hide behind the cliff top there. As DM clears out the camp. Sumail rolls onto 9 class with a magnetize, and Noob has actually chased no one back. But a swift TP out. The Eclipse from Miracle not going to find DM. He's brush striked away. Good escape by Paravision, clearing their large camp, getting the Wisdom rune, and surviving on all 3 heroes.
Impressive getaway for sure. Noob didn't have level 6 as well in Doom there, so a little bit hard for him to go into the fight. Only a level 5 Doom doesn't do that much yet. But Paravision, they get what they wanted and get out again. And that's a big time investment for Nigma. Time that Alchemist is just farming down here, saying, yeah, you guys move 4 heroes into my ancient area instead of contesting my lane.
Yeah, Crystal is super happy with it. And Ducalis can now maybe even click the tower a few times. No one's even wrapping around in behind with coil ready. Sees Noob's doom. Doesn't want to go too deep for it. Doesn't know who's behind him.
Yeah, just gonna keep pushing and farming here. Not looking like he wants to do anything more than that. Doom just hit level 6 now. Wants the puck.
Let's see if I can find him.
Oh, that disruption is good.
Good. Banish from GH. Waning Rift out to the right, but now he's doomed up. And there's no cavalry coming. No one. All on his own out here.
Yeah, that was a nice timing coming out with the disruption, making sure he can't get away. So at least they get rid of the puck invading their jungle. He was under a ward for quite a while, so they had to punish that. While DM pulling towards the Ancients, setting up the farms from Ancient Camp. A juicy stack, and we see why Sand King is so highly rated. Being able to do this at level 6 is really useful for your team. You get all these neutral items for 5 neutral items found already.
And Sumail comes to try and leech some. DM baiting with the neutral item drop, and the Burrow Strike into Bedlam combo with the epicenter here. Sumail just been outplayed heavily. DM, he's going to run to the northwest as 9 class is cleared up by Miracle's Eclipse.
DM did pop epicenter thinking that Miracle might chase him. Didn't actually get that. Meanwhile, bottom, it's Noob who oversteps a bit. Tried to pull the creep wave, trying to do something, but they have a deadlock on this bottom lane. Paravision just making sure Alchemist is gonna have a good time.
All the noise and chaos up in these Radiant Ancients. I mean, Nigma Galaxy have been like a whisker away from really contesting the stack or getting something good done. Paravision, like really seconds ahead of the curve. And Chrysalis now, Chemical Rage and Concoction channeled, charges in towards Noob. Stun thrown in. They've got a Mud Golem for a Pebble toss forward as well as the Bedlam. And a lot of damage comes Noob's way. Omar with the cogs, and he kind of traps himself inside a little bit there with the aggressive horde of Paravision heroes who will run forward with another stun. Even more pebbles thrown by the Shard Golems, and Ducalis grabs the double kill. His old teammates got to start fearing him now.
Double kill and pushing into tier 1 tower as well. This is dominance here coming out from Paravision, and well, yes, you have good farm on the Luna on the side of Nigma. You are losing this tower, and I would be more than concerned here seeing Alchemist taking over the map this early. We've seen a lot of early timings on Radiances, but this should be probably the fastest one yet.
Very, very speedy. I'm not sure what that tip's for. Bit of a ward battle or something like that going on across the river.
Trading a lot of tips back and forth, these guys. Just having some fun with each other.
Well, even with the way the game has gone these first 10 minutes, it's not like Doom. Like Nigma Galaxy got 4-1 before creep spawned, and they're still in this. You know, 3k lead from Paravision's good. Chen has got a streak, cool, but like the Doom and the Earth Spirit a little bit behind their counterparts. Luna's still up there, right alongside the Alchemist. Nigma Galaxy not out of this just yet.
Damn, Luna is remarkably farmed. 6.5k at 11 minutes for a Luna is absurd. With Alchemist having this good of a game, he's still technically behind the Luna in, you know, actual value. So Miracle just having a fantastic game. Not to be understated, but I think they need more from Sumail. They need him to get this blade mail and need some ganks coming out.
Well, I've got to jump on GH up top. He buys a little bit of time for himself with this disruption, but he will always be dying there.
Ooh, be cancel. Okay, keep going here. So this leaves top tower pretty vulnerable. Alchemist could swing down or through the gate here. Join his team.
This net worth board is like one of those infographics, right? Of like the house cost today and yesterday, or the price of a slice of bread is adjusted for inflation. Now it costs 8 times more. This Luna's far ahead.
Omar gonna go down here as well. Gets too close to the puck and Alchemist at the same time.
Oopsie
Nice
daisy.
for a neutral deny. Not gonna get it.
A kill for Chrysalis. 206 Alchemist. Usually we see that. Oh, hang on. The catch on the Luna. Miracle has Sumail's help here to back him up and turn around, but the Bedlam damage with DM around clears out Miracle, and Ducalis kept them all alive with the hand of God, so he picks up another kill, a dominating Ducalis Chen.
Some big damage coming in from the Sand King and the Willow together, and of course Chen just rushing in with the drums as well, making sure they can get close onto Miracle there very quickly. He thought it was safe, but they closed the distance.
And maybe Miracle needed to get kicked away there. That damage comes very quickly from Paravision.
I think he expected to be able to maybe take that fight on Sumail. He wanted to deal the damage using the kick instead, but wasn't quite enough. And that delays his blade mail a little bit more. He is going to have it soon. 100 gold away.
And that's Paravision without their two most farmed heroes.
It is.
That's got to be so scary.
They're hitting incredible timings right now as well on Paravision. They have all the items coming out. Pipe is done on Sand King. They have Witchblade on the puck, almost Blink Dagger along with it. And they have full Radiance flying in for the Alchemist at this point. If they could snipe this courier, it would be insane. Noob. He's looking for it.
Oh.
Not finding it.
That would have been massive. So what's the play for if Paravision are ready now, they're going to put their foot down, right? Get a fight, think about taking control of that Roshan area, maybe later on. What's Nigma doing? Are they waiting for their next round of items, or are they looking for a Doom pick-off?
Yeah, they need to get a Doom pick-off. They need to play around with Doom and Earth Spirit right now. Let the Luna keep farming, and the 4 of them need to go fight, and they're doing so around mid, thinking about Sand King.
Yeah, and do get a hook shot in onto DM, and the Doom as well. This is pretty big for them. He's a tanky Sand King, but he's gonna get taken down.
That was a good catch. That looked really funny. The hook shot from Clockwork landed on Sand King before he stunned, and then the stun finishes, and Clockwork slid to the side. Actually was a pretty interesting interaction between the two spells.
Thinking through portals, the burrow, right underground.
Meanwhile, though, they did use Doom, so now this opens up a bit of a window, and Paravision, they're looking to just break right through it here.
This is where no one's puck is like, there is literally nothing to stop me.
Yep. Yeah, this game is looking very free when Doom is on cooldown for him.
And there's the jump. 2 heroes caught, and one of them's Luna. Can they kill Miracle? Looks like the answer's no for now. He's got backup from GH with a disruption to save Omar. No one in the Eclipse. He should have been afraid. The 5-man from Nigma Galaxy rallies around their carry, destroys the puck, and the rest of Paravision a little late to the party.
Yeah, it was risky for him. He didn't want to jaunt to the orb. He blinked in and initiated, then used orb. And if he doesn't jaunt to that orb, then he's just stuck in place. That's what happened for him, so he gets caught there. Would have thought he would have kept diving deeper, but good reactions by Nigma to save their teammates, losing nothing and even turning this around.
Yeah, it looked like that was a clear-cut pick off and play forward into tier 2 from Paravision. Nigma Galaxy just put up the brick wall. Say absolutely not. Now they can...
Some good kills to keep themselves in the game and relevant here, because otherwise Paravision, they're looking pretty farmed. 5k lead right now. The Chen has 5,000 net worth. Only 1,000 gold behind the Earth Spirit right now.
Yeah, he's incredibly farmed. And kind of a good swing as well for Nigma Galaxy to allow Noob's Doom to come back off cooldown. Gives them that little bit of breathing room. That's something that Sumail has desperately needed this game.
Gets the region rune and goes down here to play the bottom area. Kind of open this part up for Luna to enjoy the farm. Looks like they're finally going to try and remove this tier 1 tower, and Paravision not interested in defending it, just instead taking over the enemy jungle. We see 9 class being left to farm the lane quite a bit as well, working on a Blink Dagger on the Willow.
Blink on Sand King. There's really just like no messing around, no redundancy. Every single item DM has bought is just to get him to this point. Little windlace, little phase boots, a raindrop, a wand, but it's like big items, pipe, blink, bloodstone next.
Yeah, they also have a scary team when they get these Blink Daggers, because Blink Dagger, talk about it sometimes how Blink is one of those items to get better the more of them you have, so your entire team can go. See a little recap here of the jump here, where the puck, he orbed a little bit too close to tower, didn't want to jump, and he got mini stunned by a Lucent Beam towards the very end as well, so perhaps he was trying right there.
I simply didn't have his Sand King or Alchemist, like the 2 big stuns on their team. Kind of needed if you want to take a 5-man team fight like that, which Nigma Galaxy brought under their tier 2.
Yeah. I was saying about the Blink Dagger they already have now on Sand King. They have a Blink coming up on Dark Willow, and then on top of that we also have the puck already, of course. Alchemist not rushing a Blink, he's going for SNY first to try and save him from the Doom, of course, and all the stun duration.
There goes a tier 2. Without even showing a hero, Chen just sends his massive army into it. And Noob's Doom kind of lurking in the shadows up there. doesn't want to get too close as Paravision are approaching the base. But again, this is good realization that there's a lot of space down in that southern corner of the map. 4 members of Nigma Galaxy all gathering up what farm they can.
They're using this area and trying to play where they have vision. They have a lot of vision down bottom. Again, though, smoke coming to cut across the map here from Paravision. They want to invade. Playing behind no one right now, expecting a gank onto him. Nobody's in the area, though, so they're going to have to go hunt bottom if they want kills.
Yeah, look at Omar. Clockwork's farming this large camp next to the Radiant base. And it's down to Paravision to come and stop them. Or to do something that forces the hand of Nigma Galaxy to come and deal with a tier 2 push.
Yeah.
DM.
All the way up top, so he can't join for this fight down here.
When he blinks on the Luna, goes straight for the stun. Concoction comes in. The Alchemist ready to pummel away at Miracle. And they actually find that slice through the jungle, sweeping through that southern part of the map to get not just the Miracle Luna, but GH Shadow Demon as well.
Big pickoffs here, getting the Luna immediately. I think they saw Doom on the tower, on the creep wave up top as well. So the moment he shows, they felt confident to just rush in. Always dangerous to have someone show on the lane. Give away that bit of security for Paravision. Like, okay, they can't be 5. We are 5. Let's just go. Looks like Dark will change his mind as well. 9 class can go for a Lotus Orb in this game, which I definitely can see why. It's a great game to have a Lotus Orb. Against the Luna Lucent Beam spam, against the Doom, SD spells, even against just Magnetize, you can dispel that.
9 class might just get magnetized right now. Straight down to half HP with Sumail making that initiation. Attempted terrorize, but I thought the rocket flare had secured it, but it is Sumail. Well deserved that kill.
Yeah, got the roll out again there before the terrorize, stunning him. Of course, if you're in the roll already, you are invulnerable. You cannot be stopped. Nice pick off there, using the ward to his advantage.
Another move from DM. Just a bit of poking onto Noob, but it does turn into a BKB forced.
He's not messing around. Take no chances. Just BKB and run. He's out of there immediately.
And Paravision not really in a rush. They've got this lead. They feel strong right now. They can basically do what they want to. Find pickoffs on Clockwork up top, while also Omar survived that. But also farming up to this next round of items, which feels like this next flurry of big, next tier items is going to break the back of Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah, it might for sure. And they're going to get themselves the shard here as well. It's going to go towards the Chen. Upgrading him. He can now bring some big creeps into the mix. Get the Granite Golem immediately.
All right, BKB Alk. Puck has already finished Parasma, so that's done.
Yeah.
Alk is going to have BKB soon, and then Bloodstone Sanking, I guess, is a little bit more distant than the others.
Yeah, it will be a while until he gets the full thing. But even just having the Voodoo Mask already, 12% spell lifesteal, is going to add a lot of survivability to the Sanking. Now it's Nigma Galaxy with a smoke move. Quick shot a little bit off the mark.
Unable to find no one. Ducalis stacking up a bunch of auras. Solar Crest and the drums.
I think they want to finish up the BKB on Sumail right now. Nigma so close to it. Gonna get it with the Bounty Rune. Now they have the double BKB. Triple is on the way. Just need 600 more gold on Luna, and they will have 3 cores, all with BKBs ready. And then you could see the damage be a little bit lacking from Radiant. They don't do a lot of damage into the golden city of heroes.
That's true. What's the reason that Chen hasn't gone mech this game?
Yeah, I mean, he went drums, which allowed him to chase people a little bit more. I guess it's the more aggressive option, really. It allowed him to set up a few ganks that I've called out earlier. Maybe he just doesn't feel like they need more healing. It is surprising. Then he went back for a Solar Crest. The Solar Crest is a super broken item right now, especially on Alchemist.
Yeah, I guess thinking about it, the way he's been playing hasn't been with the team or with anyone, right? The drums he's using for himself and his creeps to run around. Hasn't really had to heal anyone with a mech or anything like that.
I guess you could find value from a mech and get some heals here and there, but they haven't been 5-manning, as you're saying. They're more looking for pickoffs and playing the field, which is a great way to play. So if you're not looking to group and push early, then you don't have to go mech, I guess. A lot of champs will just default into mech, so this is cool to see Ducalis showcase. You know, he is a master at Chen. He can definitely show some little interesting ideas here.
A little adaptation.
Yeah, next is going for the bongo boots as well, so get a way to run away. Can be very useful against Doom. Whenever Doom gets thrown on your carry, you want to reposition badly.
And maybe coming back to what we were talking about earlier on with Nigma Galaxy, really enjoying the heavy 5-man group up, the handholdy style. And so far, Paravision have unraveled it, but Ducalis, the caster curse, comes into effect pretty heavily there as you get wrapped around on by Miracle and GH.
Just busy with the remote control, microing his units, you know. He was just
his drone up in the sky.
Yeah, he was not. He had the drone goggles on. He wasn't looking.
All of a sudden, a tap on the shoulder behind him.
Oh, mid.
Oh, dear.
More than a tap on this Earth Spirit.
Yeah, Sumail's in trouble. Chain stunned and dead.
Quick takedown. With his Aegis in hand on Puck, feels so confident to just jump in aggressively. Nothing really to worry about. Even if you do get doomed, so what? You'll probably kill them when you respawn. And here comes the push. Lotus Orb is complete as well for the Dark Willow, so just throwing down the Alchemist.
And he's picked himself up that plate mail on the way to AC, so he's incredibly tanky. With the Granite Golem there, buffing him up too. Nigma Galaxy already forced a glyph. With 15 seconds left on that respawn timer, this tier 3 tower is going to be dead far before Sumail can respawn. And it looks like that's what...
Don't think they will give the fight as well. They're just going to take the tower and not back out. Now, Nigma are ready to take the fight, but they're just juking away.
This is where you can become a little desperate as Nigma Galaxy. You see your tier 3 die. You know that Paravision are going to kind of move back and potentially split the map. So a good attempt here to get into position and maybe even come in behind them. Radiant Scan doesn't connect on anyone. Dire Vision up on his high ground, I think, has caught a glimpse of the Sand King and maybe another.
Yeah,
DM, he walks back into vision, but the hook shot misses. Omar gives away his position and fails the initiation, while no one immediately sprints and snaps into action. Moves over onto this Clockwork, coils him up, stuns him down, and there's the finish.
Just gonna have to reset now. They need everyone if they're gonna win a fight. So they do not want to fight if Clockwork goes down like this. And meanwhile, Paravision just holding this strong lead. 13,000 and building right now.
It's so oppressive.
Yeah, it's
like you have to doom a Dark Willow, right? That's what we've come to.
Yeah, it's a kill at least. I understand Noob doing this. They need to get something. Every single kill matters a lot now to try and open up the map a little bit and get out on the field. See Doom charging down to push out bottom. Meanwhile, they go back for a Tormentor as well for themselves to see who they get the shard on. It's gonna be Clockworks. Pretty good for catching. He's had a little bit of a trouble landing some of these hook shots, so getting a shard can get better positioning. Might help them a little bit.
Ducalis has overtaken Sumail. Chrysalis is just on a range barracks at this point.
He has the bongo boots and the solar crest on Chen, so he can really buff up this alchemist.
God. Oh yeah, goes to work on the buildings. Lucent beam thrown at Chrysalis, but it doesn't seem like he cares all that much. Catapult behind him still going to work. And Paravision come in and finish what they started.
Doom on cooldown. They feel confident to push like this. Alchemist showing that, yeah, you can't kill me if you don't have Doom. Still 60 seconds on that spell, so they're just gonna keep going.
And now Chemical Rage back up. Chrysalis just whacks away at the towers. You've got to be afraid here. So they will roll in. Starting it off, but the hook shot misses again. Omar doesn't find his man, and Sumail, he's BKB'd, popped a bit of a heal. The Terrorize is pretty big, but Miracle and Sumail standing and turning. They're trying to fight back into this, but Paravision, they're only going to lose no one. Yes, they will, but it's Aegis. It was expiring, but he does get that second life.
It was 3 seconds off. It was so close. Gets himself to safety here. And of course, yeah, there's no way to hold still. Doom doesn't have buyback. 40 seconds without him.
Desperation from Nigma Galaxy here in game 1. A 17k lead, 2 lanes of barracks down, and Paravision just sweeping through this dire base with the entire map still to play for.
Paravision have played this one really well. They looked so solid in the laning stage. They had that free farm on the Alchemist, and of course, they kind of capitalized on what happened in the start. It was a perfectly thought out level 1 rotation. The smoke move at the start set up the success of the mid lane, and no one has been on the ball. He's just been bullying people this game. And look at the quick reaction here from Sanking. See the replay, and the hook shot looking a little bit off the mark again there. Omar not had an easy game here.
No, he's been sidestepped so many times. And Noob dying. Miracle and Sumail with their BKBs got away, but a lot of expenditure and still losing the majority of your base, while Paravision just look for that next objective. Tier 2 down bot. There's also the potential just to go and get Roshan, huh?
They could back up and take that. They have the world is their oyster, really. They can use the map however they want. Right now, Miracle trying to get out on the field and sneak some farm. He's pushing top with Illusion, sneaking into the enemy ancients. Could even find a double wisdom rune down here. A little bit of a potential for some comeback for his team.
Yeah.
They need a lot though.
Also, Roshan's still at least a minute and a half to respawn.
Yeah. Looks like they're not going to be that patient. They're just going Paravision, questioning if they can defend even with their tools.
There's the Doom onto the Alk. Got off his BKB, but still going to get whacked around by the physical damage out of Nigma Galaxy. Can they get him out of here? He's ticking down and will be falling. Crystal is gone, but Sumail getting pummeled now by the Puck and the Dark Willow. 9 classes dropped to Miracle, though, as no one BKBs up and chases Sumail very far in the back. Goes for the TP out. That should be fine to get back to Fountain. Some big kills for Nigma Galaxy on their doorstep, though, taking down the Alchemist and the Sand King.
Yeah, really nice pick off there. And of course, that was a little bit arrogant, you could almost say, by Paravision saying, okay, you know, we'll just send your Alchemist, the Alchemist up high ground. And Noob did not hesitate, jumps in, throws the Doom out, and you can see how difficult it is for an Alchemist to survive against that. They tried to bail him out, but then Sand King also gets caught and dies. Good hook shot this time by Omar from the side. Finds a perfect angle to keep him stuck, and Sand King got stuck in this mix as well and could not really out-heal all the damage being dealt to him. Of course, Miracle doing big right clicks with the Kanda.
Finally, yeah, Nigma Galaxy getting to unlock some of their potential.
Even after that fight, there's still 15,000 gold behind, by the way. It was a huge fight for them, but they need more.
Losing the Doom in the mid lane. No one gets taken down. Noob gets taken. Did I say no one? Seeing those
Noob.
two names next to each other.
Noob one.
Noob one. Apparently my brain just absolutely malfunctions.
It's either that or no Noob.
No Noob. It'd be even worse if we called... Oh, hang on. DM's in. Onto the clockwork. Miracle has to man to BKB just to turn and fight into Crystallis. Sumail is there with the Magnetize, but this Alchemist is untouchable. Regenning through all of the damage while Omar gets jumped again by no one. The Puck is back into the back lines. Won't be jaunting to that orb right now, though. Paravision just looking for the buildings. Trying to finish this one off with another jump. Waning Rift, terrorized with a coil. Trying to combo it up onto the Doom and the Miracle Luna. They've got them surrounded. No buyback for Noob. They can buy back on Miracle, but at this point, I don't see the point.
Mega Creep's already up. Yeah, you're absolutely right. This game is all over. You cannot really turn this one around. Just got to think about game number 2. This is a 2-game series. Does this mean that Nigma still have a chance, or do they have to win? I haven't looked at the math for it.
So, as far as I understood, they needed 3 victories out of their next 4 to potentially tie with that 6-win mark. But that also relies on the people at 6 wins to not win any more games.
Right, yeah.
So they needed 4.
They need
It was banned last game, and now you get to pick Enigma. That's a real showing, I think.
Yeah, for sure. He will look for the angles for any big black hole he can get here, but this might be a game where Enigma's impact should be more the aura carry and prepare stuff. Nightmare begin.
Yes, I just
Do you think he's playing Bane or what?
I like it. They're having like a very friendly, tough talk to each other. Nightmare game begins for you, yes.
Got him. This time, the Nigma Galaxy smoke all the way through the top part of the map. Spots Crystalis, but he already shifted attributes to strength and ran away. Oh yeah, special delivery. Allied couriers get 3 bonus levels.
Ooh.
A bit more tankiness.
A ping out on the ward drop by Ange here. I think it's going to get dewarded immediately. We saw him on the way back here as the smoke broke and timed out. Small wins here for Nigma.
And then the tips. Are they going to fight over this top rune with 4? And DeCarlos is the one stepping forward to start things off. Radiant Vision does see up that high ground, so Omar knows, right, there's 3 heroes here. We're not contesting that one. They could actually grab 3 as Nigma Galaxy, and they will.
Yeah, get the 3 runes, and Phoenix trying to burn down some of these Eidolons here, chasing down little children.
No, not the children. They've both died. And Miracle, he's going to come in and help out as well. All 3 Eidolons gone.
Yeah, not easy for DM to keep them alive there with the Phoenix having the burn. That's going to give him 20-second cooldown as well on the demonic summoning before he can have that to help his lane. Good start for the bottom lane for Nigma here. As well as having the triple rune, of course, from Bounties.
Yeah, I mean, night and day, much better start than game 1, where they got 1 Ford before the creeps could even spawn.
It never happened.
That's a fresh best of 1. That's what Nigma Galaxy got to think about. They've got to win their next 3 games to stand a chance of staying in DreamLeague, and that's a great way to begin. A first blood kill on Crystalis' Morphling.
Are you okay?
That's a surprising kill, actually. They brought him down with a tag team. Didn't expect the damage coming out from a tag team Starbreaker, I suppose. Quick swing down. We can see a damage from Dawnbreaker. 420 damage.
9 class has managed to kill off GH down south, though, with the help of the Eidolons. And a courier snipe for good measure. A sentry and some mangoes down the drain. But there's Miracle, side-blading out some of these Eidolons and get a bit of bonus money for his lane.
This bottom lane is still going to go fantastically for them, I think. Even if Phoenix died there, one time TA is in firm control of the creep wave. Difficult for Enigma to do that much.
And then mid lane, dead even between the 2.
Both trading hits a little bit, but it's probably going to be Earth Spirit who struggles a little bit more as these Wraith Bands and Magic 6 comes out for the Invoker. Top lane, trying for Ench now.
Yeah, right on top of DeCarlos. Shards trap the Enchantress into that Starbreaker damage through Omar and Noob. And it's double melee lane. Not often we see it, and you even talked about it, right? More regular to see the melee ranged. But this lane has a lot of damage.
Yeah, we see why it's a popular duo. Worked out really well, the fact that they got the kill on the Morphling before, but even bringing down the Enchantress so easily. The extra damage from tag team into the Starbreaker is something to be very cautious about. You can't get that close in this lane.
I've got to keep your distance. And DeCarlos can't do the same 1v2 harassing and trading, which he's been kind of allowed to do in previous games. If he steps out, he dies. A very, very strong beginning here from Nigma Galaxy, but a Templar Assassin's dropping pretty low at bottom lane, down to 30 health. 9 class and DM keep the pressure on. A dive forward from GH. I guess he was looking for the salve cancel.
Yeah. Going in, dealing some damage with the Sunray or with the burn as well.
19-3, 19-3. Morphling at 8 and 2. Crystalis having some struggles. This bottom lane is so tentative. Kind of backing away from the creep wave, a little bit afraid of the Eidolons. GH gonna try and pull.
The fact that he doesn't have rebound surprises me on this lane on Marcy. I feel like he could maybe find the jump as well, but once that bodyguard.
And Miracle's just gonna help clear out this large camp. Try and steal some of the big creeps. They're playing on such low HP though. What's he got? He's got salve coming, a couple of stick charges, He's going to have to tuck in behind the tower and stay safe. If that courier dies, oh man.
He has not activated the bodyguard on the Enigma, by the way. He's got the bodyguard on Marcy, but you need to target him as well, right? I guess it's just a...
I'm not using it. Miracle gets the salve up. Yeah, definitely curious to not see 9 class just rebounding and jumping non-stop. That's what we expect from the Marcy.
All right. This is the version that is not the permanent one. It's the mixing up the ability.
And Dota's got too many abilities now.
Yeah.
Every ability's got like 3 iterations.
I haven't played Marcy since the change, honestly.
Nine class gonna grab the bounty rune. Throw GH around and walk away.
No one is swinging down here, though. Looking to leave mid lane and get involved. Trying to catch the Phoenix. He's close to in range. Of course, with that dive, though, get himself to safety.
Try and force the dive, maybe, from 9 class, but that's not happening.
Good reaction.
Seems like the call is made, like no one's missing.
Yeah, Sumail is calling it out from mid lane. He's starting to take over mid lane the way we see Invokers do. We've heard a lot of Invoker players say that the hero is busted in the current patch. You get the Wraith Band build and you just dominate lane.
It's like you level 5 double Wraith Band wand, and then the enemy has to leave the lane. They just cannot stay there. Like they just have all their mana burnt, they get hit and clicked a bunch. They never hit. You just can't hit any creeps, can't do anything.
TP top from 9 class, looking to set up some move up here, but GH is also gated through to top lane.
Yeah, mirroring the movements.
Both of them are hiding.
Ducalis is scouting, while Omar is actually TPing mid, maybe to set up onto no one's Earth Spirit. I'm trying to guard the rune, but Earth Spirit's grabbed it down at the bottom spot. And Omar makes that walk back up to top.
Himself a nice rune, just wants level 6 on Earth Spirit, and he could come and gank as well. We see double move towards bottom.
You gated, we gated. Oh, they need a D ward, so they've been spotted. The courier does get killed by 9 class.
And this tower is not long for this world. Catapult, Eidolons, plus Enge Creep is just quickly falling.
I don't know, looking at the CS and like feeling the way the game's going, it feels like Nigma Galaxy should be more ahead in terms of net worth. But Paravision, it's dead even. Paravision just took like the slight lead.
Yeah, it's really close and competitive so far. Much better than what we saw in the previous game as well. So Nigma off to a good start at least.
Smell. He's got the backup of Omar here as no one. He rolls in towards GH. Probably trying to roll onto Sumail, but not landing his spell. And Paravision actually bringing the numbers to back him up there. Really expecting a fight to be brewing.
Oh, Ducalis can do the mass boulder strat here. Gonna send in a lot of golems soon.
Kind of nice realization by Nigma Galaxy, though. Knowing that Paravision wanted to fight and just not giving it to them. Stepping back from their push in the mid lane. Keep Miracle safe down bottom.
Paravision just really eyeing up this mid lane, though. Want to break that lane up. Trying to use the Enigma early on. They have drums already. Enigma can maybe get his team in there. Tower rune in 5 seconds. Top rune contested.
Hey, nobody down bottom. It's all about this top rune, apparently. Illusion spawns down there. In comes the Dawnbreaker after the tornado. EMP noob is onto the Enigma, slices him down. No one trying to turn around with his Magnetize and a blood grenade chucked in at Omar and Noob. A Crystallis even here to waveform in onto the Tusk. Try and secure these kills. But Sumail still standing there pretty strong with a backup of Miracle. Could be turning this one as Crystallis just goes deep onto him. Sumail, yes, gets a double kill, but now he's kind of isolated. Ghostwalk is out. Any reveal? No, they can't see him. He's invisible. The waveform, the Magnetize is still ticking him lower. Trying to heal through it, but he gets finished off in the end. So close.
Almost getting away there. And what incredible, by the way. The Magnetize, the big MVP in that team fight. 2.7k damage dealt total from the Earth Spirit. And I wonder how much of that was just magnetizing people.
Yeah, 80% of it. A lot of damage from him. You can see Miracle kind of scared of really joining this fight, doesn't feel ready. That Magnetize just kept on going. It's a good start from Nigma Galaxy to get this good connection onto the Enigma.
Yeah, but now Enigma didn't have to use his black hole, and then you did expand your Dawnbreaker ulti, so maybe they can make more.
How did 9 class get a kill on Omar? Was that his blood, the remnants of the blood grenade got the finishing touch? It looked like Chrysalis was trying to secure the last hit, but back in real time, Miracle's surrounded by no one and his illusions, but Omar's here to save the day. Illusion's going to play onto Miracle, one more hit, but he's got Refraction back up now, tanking through it, survives it all, and DM getting slain by the rest of Nigma Galaxy.
So clutch, getting away there. Nigma with a huge win, keeping their TA alive, killing off the mid and the offlaner of Paravision. That was very, very close to Miracle dying. I think he messed up the kick when he rolled in because there was also some other hero right next to the TA. I think he got the kick wrong. He tried to kick back the TA.
Kind of like an Earth Spirit illusions, a Tusk on top of him, all sorts of nonsense that no one had to deal with. And he's rolling again, but Sumail's got the haste already.
Noob has positioned himself bottom now, trying to take the farm down here.
Ducalis has positioned himself in a spot where he'll die.
And so will Noob.
Yes, he will.
So they trade a little bit. Support for an offlaner going down.
The map state looks pretty good for Paravision right now, though, right?
It is. We haven't talked much about Morphling, but he's just sitting up there, keeping good control on the top part of the map, building towards that early Vladimir's. That's the entire thing now. Should just send it out, and he'll be ramping up his farm. Bonus damage.
And that's kind of why, like, kind of cut off and isolated, and to get to Noob and save him, they've got to go through this Enchantress and kill her first. A lot of noise in that bottom part of the map being made by Paravision, which Nigma Galaxy, they're kind of being sucked into this area of the map which doesn't do much for them. They're down here looking for kills, and it's going to be the Enchantress again. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but this doesn't feel worth it.
It's a good kill if you can cleanly go and do something else afterwards, but you're right that they're not making progress. They're just getting meaningless kills in a way. He's
in that jungle, but you're not kind of progressing your game forward.
Yeah, they're trying to take what they can right now. I think they have a little bit of a wonky lineup for early ganks, since Invoker needs to get that Mage Slayer. He does have it now, though. So you could see him get more involved, maybe even make moves towards the Morphling. That's why he's coming up here. Even just burning the Morphling's mana, mess with him a little bit, but he does have 2 heroes nearby. Perhaps it's a kill.
800 health, no wand charges. Cold Snap forces the attribute shift and the waveform, but the snowball is here with Miracle's damage. Chrysalis, he's down. No chance of really saving him there as they all cancel their TPs.
Yeah, quick cancels. That means that this top tower is going to be a target for them. Nigma trying to open up the map a little bit, but meanwhile, DM just rushing towards the tier 2 bottom with its army of Eidolons.
Yeah, non-stop kind of chasing and putting out fires. No one misses a roll mid, though. We've got Blade Bell coming for Earth Spirit. 9 class is working on a pretty fast BKB on this Marcy.
Yeah, straight rush. No bracers, no nothing. Just face boots into BKB. Pretty common to see that on Marcy. You want to hit the timing as soon as possible. Once you have the BKB, very hard to deal with. You become a core killer, you know? Normally you're like, oh, it's just a support. She can't do that much. Yeah, you say that, but when a BKB Marcy shows up next to you, I've seen very farmed heroes die to just that one item.
It's like, find the Invoker, stick on him. Or just kill the egg. Under the burning damage of these 2 stellar creatures, the Dawnbreaker and the Phoenix.
Nigma Galaxy making good moves across the map now and immediately swinging towards that tier 1 tower mid. Took the tier 1 top already. 11-4, great start for Nigma.
If they can keep this up, they keep themselves in the tournament.
Yeah, they need more of this. Keep the wins coming.
9 class spots out GH. I mean, a situation again where Dawnbreaker and Phoenix ulti are both down, so possibilities for Paravision to play forward. And we're yet to see a black hole, right?
Yes. I don't think we've seen a single one so far. It's the threat of black hole, but a threat that Nigma have not been too scared about. Just lift him up with some tornado, catch him. You can see here the catch earlier.
There's no way he gets to cast it. Especially not with the Marcy or the Morphling. They're much more focused on farming. Miracle is going to have his Desolator very soon.
Yeah, he's getting decently farmed. 15-minute Dragonlance and Deso is really good.
So when and why do we see this kind of Maelstrom TA / Dragonlance TA / Blink / Deso?
So for the facet he plays, you don't go for Mjolnir in general, I would say, most of the time, because the facet wants to put minus armor on everyone, and Mjolnir is more about the magic damage. And Mjolnir is usually, it's a good farming build that Mickey was doing a lot. It has since been nerfed. Maelstrom has been nerfed, so it doesn't feel as good to go for that build anymore. I would say that this is more normal nowadays.
Okay.
But against some like Terrorblade matchups or whatever, you can see the Mjolnir come out just to deal with the army of illusions.
And the Blink is more like a tempo thing. So now he's going for like farming and potential fighting, but primarily scaling.
If you go Dragonlance into Blink as a carry, it can be dangerous that you fall behind. That's more of a mid build. Mid TAs always go for the early Blinks, whereas this carry, he wants to go for a very, very standard route. It's Dragonlance into Deso, Shard, and then Blink. Exactly that order is very logical.
Follow the script.
Yeah. He's going to be pretty ready to fight, though, the moment he has the Shard. He doesn't need the Blink Dagger. Already just having Shard, silence is so good before people get a counter to it.
Yeah, Paravision have already been struggling in these team fights to really connect meaningfully at all. Like, Sumail's Invoker has been spot on this game. I don't know what his score is now, but he was like, yeah, he's 6-1-2 currently. Great impact from Sumail, and only more to come. With more levels in Exort, he'll be doing more damage.
Yeah, and he went for that Dragonlance after Mage Slayer, so building into that mixed right-click type build that we see on Invoker a lot. It's a great build for scaling. Can easily go into Hurricane Pike, which can be useful to keep the distance against Marcy. Also has Shard coming out now, so his EMP is going to do more damage, and also has that pull to it.
It's still so amazing how much regen you get in Ghost Walk now. Just run
that's
around.
the nerfed region.
Yeah,
more
free
before.
fountain. Oh, a high ground ward near the Roche pit. Another couple of minutes of nighttime here for Nigma Galaxy to maybe consider a fight into taking Roche. And Paravision not entertaining this at all. The line's drawn to go and push the bottom tier 2 with this Enchantress, Earth Spirit,
Paravision
and Morphling both farming.
Yeah, Paravision very clearly want to hit some timings here. They have the BKB lined up for the Earth Spirit. They have BKB on Marcy coming in 800 gold, and then the Manta Style on Morphling already flying out. So once you get these items, you have some dispels, you have some counters, because otherwise, how do you fight into Phoenix with the Fire Spirits? It's very tricky. Cold Snap even. These little spells that you can dispel otherwise are dominating right now. Should mention that Noob has disassembled his Echo Saber as well to upgrade into a BKB of his own, so Dawnbreaker ready to take fights.
Yeah, and able to play the opposing side of the map, thanks to this Solar Guardian. Is currently under a dire ward, but again, Paravision just not in position, not with any real intention to come and stop this Roshan, so it's going to be ages for Nigma Galaxy. And it looks like Miracle's stepping up to take it.
Super fast with the drums, the DD rune, and all the attack speed slow as well. You have Tusk nearby, and then Phoenix throwing in Fire Spirits. Roche almost can't even attack anymore. It feels crazy to me still that Tusk has a 60 attack speed slow aura around him. That's so much.
That's a couple of drinks with Tusk. Fall flat on your face.
Leaves you frozen.
No one very close to BKB. Gonna have it after that creep wave.
Feels like Paravision are really just holding on. They're like, timings, guys. Play the timings. 50 gold more for Marcy. And as you mentioned, no one has his BKB done just now. I think we might see a little tempo switch from them come up as they just hit all the timings they need.
Well, yeah, I mean, the game is dead even in terms of the net worth. difference between the two of them. Yes, the TA has Aegis, but feasibly here, Paravision with this timing could go for a smoke. You know, look to try maybe just use the black hole on someone, get a kill, and move into that map position again. The Dawnbreaker, though, on the crack of dawn, sees everyone coming, as it looks like no one, not quite finishing off GH there and having to roll away, but he did force the supernova.
Yes,
And Ducalis just died to a Tormentor. Chris has... Oh, the Sunstrike. Oh, he nearly walked back into it.
looking for the Sunstrike. Only a low-level Sunstrike, not too much damage, but yeah. Losing a support to the Tormentor there, a bit unfortunate, but at least they took the Tormentor in one go. Not gonna feel that one. Top. Miracle with the Blink Dagger and Aegis goes in.
Oh, the rollback from no one. BKB up and 9 class. What? He popped a BKB and the Unleash, but he's got to try and run away now. Omar was giving chase. Sumail is coming across as well. Sunstrike, good attempt, but off the mark.
Dear God, he is fast. The whip, face boots, and the rebound. Marcy is just running away. The anime run. Cannot
600 move speed. That's quite a few spells used up.
Yeah, a lot of things on cooldown, but Miracle doing a good job as well, utilizing this Aegis to put pressure on his opponents now. First, jumping Marcy there, bringing her HP low so she can't fight, and now going into the tower.
And Paravision still not wanting to meet them head on. Still got a couple of heroes sitting around mid, moving back into that top jungle. So Mail's Invoker is ready and waiting for them, though. Knowing that 9 class doesn't have BKB yet, or rather that it's on cooldown, there could be a chance here for Nigma Galaxy.
Oh,
Gotta be careful, though. No one rolls into the creep camp. And he's going to see that Invoker for a second under the sentry you mentioned.
Just walks around. Invoker completely safe, stays in that Ghost Walk, fixed up his mana pool to full now.
And here's that smoke. That's what we've been waiting for. Chrysalis doesn't quite have his butterfly finished yet, but they'll play around him nonetheless. Try and activate this Morphling a little bit. While Ducalis is the one unsmoked and just wandering down his middle lane saying, "How do you do?" to anyone that comes his way.
It's so hard to know if he's following a smoke or if he's just running in because he's Enchantress. You know, he did die a few times moving exactly like this, so he's made them believe that he could be alone.
I mean, there's the black hole. They've had that ward for quite some time, watching Noob farm that camp. Comes out to clear a wave and dies for it.
Dear God, they did not mess around. They used everything there, the black hole as well. They may have gotten the kill without it, but better safe than sorry. Now they have to back up probably, though, if the rotation comes in from Nigma.
Yeah, they are wrapping around with this smoke in behind onto Ducalis, who's perfectly positioned to break vision, break smoke, and see them coming. He'll hop down to the low ground, tank a few hits, and he's actually going to survive it after breaking vision.
That's hard to kill Enchantress with Solar Crest and Shard, so Ducalis, great understanding. He just stood there, even taunted, knowing that they would have to go through him.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, when else are you going to use Black Hole? I think DM is like, I've played 23 minutes of Dota without using my ulti. I think it's time to just use it.
Yeah, using it on Dawnbreaker also feels good because, you know, that's the only one you can reliably pop a black hole on. Otherwise, Dawnbreaker will ulti in to you, so he just really wanted to take down that target. Enchantress. Don't think you can hop out of this one.
No, probably not.
That's a lot of wisps, though. I like how they stay after she dies. They're just hovering her corpse, like, where did she go? They didn't protect her enough.
Hey, you've got to bring the 5-man rotation to protect the Ench. He's a very valuable recon machine. Doing all the scouting.
Meanwhile, Paravision still playing a pretty farmy game here. Marcy just farming the bottom jungle. Her Spirit clearing the enemy jungle a bit as well. Looks like finally we're going to see a Tormentor take as well here on the side of Nigma.
Very quickly to give it to GH. Nice shard on the Phoenix. Oh,
Only a useful ability to have.
No one.
Poker bullying no one.
No one just rolled into him and he's like, guys, there's somebody here. Has to BKB up, rolls away from the Solar Guardian. It looks like he's okay, and maybe even thinking about turning around on this. The rest of Paravision are all coming across the map to meet up with them. And Nigma Galaxy backing away, or the majority of them are. Omar has actually stepped up to high ground here.
Some wards being thrown down. Enchantress again trying to be between the enemy team and his own team. Always Ducali's trying to go first into the battle. Nice de-warding.
And they've got the blow up on Omar here, it looks like. Sunray not enough to protect him. A quick in and out play from Paravision. Roll in, slay the Tusk, force the buyback, roll back out again, and even chasing onto the Dawnbreaker. 9 class with this unleash, moving onto the Tusk, who just bought back, taking Omar down a second time. Nigma Galaxy starting to crumble here as Paravision hit their timings and move on to Sumail. Deafening Blast will not protect him as 9 class, this support Marcy, just unleashed BKB, pure supremacy.
Yeah, she did a ton there, and also Crystal is just looking like nobody can contest him right now. With a finished butterfly, he is just rushing through the enemy, crushing down on whoever stands in his way, and I don't think they have the timing to fight into it. They have MKB on TA, sure, but it's more about can you lock him down reliably. Their lineup is lacking some good control against Morphling.
Yeah, Paravision the ones just to come take this first lane of racks. This has been a game where Nigma Galaxy have felt like the winners from minute 0 to 20. And these last 5 minutes or so has been Paravision hitting their timing and getting massive kills as Miracle just crumbles. Right in the middle of Paravision, dead for 60 seconds. This might just, can't be a second lane of barracks. They've got to go and get tier 2s.
Yeah, they're going to back out and push mid lane in. And that was costly. Miracle a little bit slow on the blink there. Marcy initiation. You'd think that it's easy to react to, but it can be surprisingly quick when she flies in and stuns you. Now with a halberd as well. That's an item we don't see a lot, but Marcy with a great choice here, going halberd against the TA carry. Gonna give her a lot of survivability. Also save her teammates.
It really was just a massive scramble. Nigma Galaxy's team completely lost in this fight.
Tier 2 already down. We see them pushing down towards the tier 3 now.
Straight up high ground onto another lane of barracks as 9 class makes another move, but the snowball save from Omar with a Sunray Supernova backing them up. The black hole, it's there on the Tusk, but Sumail managed to drift away with his 4-staff. Noob and GH holding the line, but Paravision still 5 alive, ready to go wild on these barracks. And Nigma Galaxy, their Templar Assassin, has just respawned.
Too late, not in time to come and help her team. And they're backing out, and they're even looking for the Wisdom Rune, I think. 28 minutes happening right now. No one is going to claim this on the exit. They want to punish him. Any tornado?
I mean, maybe they can kill him off here. Stop the roll. Get him with the Sunray. BKB comes out of no one too late. They get a big kill, but they've lost so much.
It's a huge takedown, at least getting some payout. But yeah, losing 2 lanes of racks this early. Devastating blow for their lineup. At least they have good heroes for killing and pushing out creep waves. TA is fantastic at it. Dawnbreaker is pretty farmed too, so can easily do it. But this Morphling is becoming more and more of a threat, now with the BKB in hand as well. You saw how confident he was playing without it. Now he has that security as well.
Oh, and Ducalis, he's away from Sumail. They're still trying to chase this Enchantress down. Just the Invoker here though, and yeah, Ducalis knows that he's not under any pressure. The rest of Nigma Galaxy taking Roshan.
They did swing top and took Roche, so at least staying relevant here and getting something. They leave the banner on the ground. Banner never receiving any love.
What's happening in the Radiant base? Well, there's a Marcy and a Morphling here still.
That's just 9 class looking for pickoffs. Always looking for someone to stun.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a game like this where I feel like I'm hyping Nigma Galaxy up because they are the underdogs. I feel like I'm being a bit biased towards them because I want to see them perform. Then they start performing, they do well in laning stage, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, like the NFT market, they just disappear. The value's just gone to 0.
Yeah, it's what it feels like, and that's what happened in one of the games as well, where they were playing as Betboom that you and I cast. They were well ahead, and then Betboom worked their way back into the game. Nigma kind of just dropped a 13k lead.
Well, they did pick up the banner on the courier, but it gets killed by 4 heroes chasing it. No respect. Paravision is giving everything they've got.
I don't think the banner is going to be too relevant for them anyway, as they kind of need it for sieging, and right now they're looking more like the team that is under siege. All their stuff being stolen right now as well. The Ancients just respawn and already have been cleared out.
Yeah, I mean, 15,000 net worth deficit. You're being hemmed in your base. 2 lanes of barracks down.
It's an awkward spot where you have the Aegis on the side of Nigma, but it's actually Paravision. They're threatening to go high ground.
Yep. Yeah, rather awkward. Chrysalis is just going to step up here, in fact. Start going to work on the tier 3. Nothing answering him yet. Just a few spells thrown his way. DM and Ducalis smoke behind him.
Takes a little bit of damage from some Sideblade, but you can easily just back up and recover as well. Has the Vladimirs for lifesteal. That's tier 3 tower already down to 300 HP. Not a good news for them.
Especially if Paravision can kind of shove in that bot wave. They've kept mid and top in. And this smoke from Nigma Galaxy, it might be their last move. 2 buybacks available, the Invoker and the Phoenix. Nobody else even close.
Looking for wherever they can find, but in the end, gonna have to defend the creep wave as it comes pushing in. So the smoke seems to be not finding any results really. All the Paravision read it pretty well. They backed out immediately when the smoke came out. Now pushing forward again.
9 class. Omar drops to half HP immediately, but they've got the blow up on the... Oh, no, they don't. No, they don't. Marcy's life stealing. Marcy's going wild. Omar's about to die. 9 class is going to find the finishing touches and stay alive, while Chrysalis has gone in on the egg to take down GH and Noob as well. 3 down. 1 has buyback, but no one has gone rolling all the way into the back. Killing off Sumail, they can pop back into the battlefield with a second life of the Templar Assassin and maybe rally around Miracle. But it looks like it's lights out for Nigma Galaxy. Their constellation has been shattered by the black hole of DM. Miracle dead for 70 and a 2 versus 5, which is surely unwinnable now.
We see 9 class even diving in, looking for something here, but he's not going to be able to get picked off. Actually, might set up a kill on the Phoenix. Close to it.
Nearly had it in the fountain, but the throne now exposed, out in the open, cold and alone. Nigma Galaxy.
There's
3 heroes left. I don't even want to say they've got a chance. They are cowering in fountain, glyphing the throne for now. But it's Paravision who are rallying around no one in 9 class to get in onto Omar. A snowball, a moment of respite, but GG's called in the end.
Crystal